Alright guys, here it is. I made a post last week about selling my Case garden tractor collection. I got quite a few things here. So looking to sell all this to one local buyer. Can meet you somewhere, pick it up. I live around Lake St. Louis, Missouri. Right now this stuff's up around Bowling Green, Missouri. So I want to post it, have some people look at it, see what they want, and I'll kind of walk through here and tell you everything I got, and you can figure out if you want to buy it or not. So this tractor right here is 224. My grandfather bought it brand new from Joe's Tractor. Here's the serial number, model number on it, 224-77. Serial number's below it. So bought from Joe's Tractor up in Florissant, Missouri. Been in our family since it was new. I cut some acreage around here that we got about every weekend, so it ran and drove, and it, was using oil and just kind of getting a little tired. And I came across this 446 over here, and I quit driving the 224 right about 10 years ago, probably around 2007. So if you're looking to get it running, and everything you're gonna have to go through on it, fuel, carburetor, polished to points. It's got a new condenser on it when I parked it, but who knows how that is these days. But anyways, I've picked at the PTO clutch one time to get some shims out of it when I was trying to get my 446 PTO working right. So this really here is a parts mower. If you ask me, you could get it running and get it working if you want to put the elbow grease on it, but I'm not trying to sell it as a ready to go machine. So the 446 here, I'll move on to it. I bought it, like I said, about 10 years ago. It's a nice tractor, works, it'll run. I'll take a video of it running after I walk through all this stuff. I've cut a little bit of grass with it already today. The deck it has on it is an N44. It works decently. It's got some hours on it, so it's not like it's brand new, but it has a 16 horsepower Onan in it. I believe it's a 16. Some of you guys may know better. Maybe it's 18. I think it says B43M. Yeah, B43M, and then there's some other numbers on here. This motor has good compression. It doesn't use oil. It runs real well. I bought this tractor off my boss, like I said, about 10 years ago, and I believe the guy he bought it from went through the engine and perhaps bored it out or re-ringed it. I don't know what he did, but the motor runs well. I did put an easy adjust clutch on it. It has the hex nut to adjust for wear. The ears are in good shape. They're not ovaled out, so it engages and disengages pretty well. It could use belts, could use it going through. Like I said, it runs well. It does charge. I put a new regulator rectifier on it, so it charges just fine. The seat's in fair condition. It's busted up, but it's actually not too bad to sit on. But it's not a show queen. The tractor also is going to come with the sleeve hitch. Right now it's fixed at the little trailer hitch spot there with a bolt. I have the linkage with it though. I thought I didn't, but I found it. So this tractor comes with the sleeve hitch in case you got a Brindley plow or some other accessory you'd like to run with it. It's really a nice machine. The brakes on it are kind of worn. So, once again, this is a running, working machine, but I'm not trying to advertise it as perfect or, some perfect find. But it'll work and go, and it's really a lot of fun. So next item I got here is a plow for it. This does bolt, or hitch or pin right up to the 446. I've used it a couple years. I got the link arm with it. I got the plate you bolt on the tractor. Bolted up here with it just for safekeeping. The tag on it is a bit degraded, but I don't know how wide it is, at 48 inch or so, maybe I'm wrong, but it's the taller blade. I think they call it a dozer blade. Works well for pushing snow. It's got the feet on it, both feet. The blade edge is fair, not real bad, not real good. So this comes with it as well. Great for pushing snow, way better than anything you can buy anymore these days at the box store, you know, Home Depot, Lowe's. It's definitely a workhorse. So I got another parts deck here. This deck is a J44, looks like 78's the year. Check out the tag. Wheels on it are decent. The cover is decent. I'll lift it up. And this unit has all 3 spindles under it. I can't quite remember. I believe I bought this as a parts one and never used it because it looked like this idler pulley. Well, that's not coming off quick. But the idler pulley in there looks a little bit worn. And I bought 2 parts decks at once and just put this on the shelf for storage. So the next item I got here is this mower deck. I believe this one came new with that 224. It's a J40-77. The wheels are off it. I put it on that 446 deck when I got it. And it's got 2 of the spindles under it. I took out one of the spindles because one I had one bad. And you know guys, just using it for parts. And so there's 1, 2. Here's the 3rd parts deck. It also has the cover. I don't know if I have the little square cover with this one. I got one over there though. That one doesn't have the square cover. I don't think this one does. But you can see it. I took a spindle out of this one too. And this deck here is a J. You can hardly see it. See if I get the light right. It's a J44. Get the serial number off here. Starts with a 5.4 or so. Sorry for my video recording skills, guys, but let's see. Anyways, so that's another parts deck. So far that's the blade, the 2 mowers, and 3 parts decks. And here I just have some miscellaneous parts. I got 2 mule drives, pulley spin, a little worn, but they're a little crusty but functional. This one is one I got with the parts deck. Looks like somebody tried to have a homebrewed way of tightening up some slop that probably wore into it, or maybe they had a belt too long or something weird, or maybe even a poor clutch. So they welded some nuts and bolts on there. Not quite sure what they're going for. I didn't do it, but that's how it comes. So adjuster, 2 pulleys, spin freely. This one's tight. This one's just got a little wobble, but they go a long time like that. So 1 link arm. Got another plate that the guy made. I guess he didn't have the factory adjustable style one, so that's what he was going for. This one here has another link arm, but I don't know why each one only has 1 link arm. Also got the front of another plow. Not quite sure how I ended up with this, but it came, I think, with the 446 when I bought it. It's included. Same with this carburetor. Looks like an Onan carburetor. It looks rough. Not sure it's worth anything. And then this carburetor here with the Onan manifold. The choke turns on it, and the throttle seems, it turns a little stiff, but and here I got a bracket for that sleeve hitch, I believe, some worn out bearings and other, you know how you guys collect this stuff, one of the lift arms, little J-hook things, spindle housing. So there it is, guys. I know it's a long video, but kind of wanted to cover everything at once. Like I said, I do want to sell all this to one person. I'm just tight on time these days. I'm not trying to split it all up and ship stuff here and there and meet people. So you can hear a new mower in the background. That's kind of why I'm selling it all. So if you want to buy it, like I said, want to deal with somebody local or wants to meet me, I'm going to load it all on a 18-foot car hauler trailer, and you guys can come meet me wherever you'd like, around Lake St. Louis or Bowling Green or Wentzville, kind of in that area, and come pick it all up. But bring a big trailer, because I want to sell it all at one meetup, if you know what I mean. I don't want to keep driving all around the state for this stuff. I'm sure you guys understand. So hate to sell this stuff. Been in my life forever. I mean, I'm 31 now, This is the first mower I ever used. I mean, I put years on this thing, but you know, if I just keep it all, it's gonna rot away. And hope some collector out there is still wrenching on these wants them. I'd like to see them go to a good home. Anyways, my name's John. Message me with any questions. Thanks, bye.